So today we're going to talk about a certain kind of strength. It's a masterclass, really, in building a life that has real substance. We're not talking about things that are trendy today and gone tomorrow. We're talking about timeless power. You know that quiet, old money energy that doesn't feel the need to shout? Yeah, that's it. It's success built on patience and enjoyed through all five senses. Let's really get into what that means.
It almost always starts here, doesn't it, with that one word, stubborn. It's thrown around like a criticism, a label for being, difficult. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if it's not a flaw at all? What if it's actually the secret to a kind of grounded strength that most people can only dream of having?
And that's our first big idea, this deep, unshakable persistence. Now, this has nothing to do with being argumentative, not at all. This is about making a deliberate, powerful choice to stand firm, kind of like an ancient oak tree that's just been rooted in the same spot for centuries.
Just look at the difference here. While the rest of the world is chasing the next shiny thing, you're laying a foundation, quietly, methodically, one brick at a time. It's like a craftsman patiently working with fine leather. You're not going to be swayed by all the noise. You stand for what you believe in, long, long after everyone else has packed up and gone home.
Right? We all know the story of the tortoise and the hare, but here's the part that people often miss. You don't win because you got lucky or because the hare messed up. No, you win because of your own relentless, unstoppable consistency. The entire strategy is just that you never stop. So, that very thing that everyone else calls stubbornness, that's your anchor. It's the engine that drives your persistence. It is the superpower that makes sure that whatever you build, whether it's a business, a relationship, or a life, is built to last. We're talking generations. Okay, so let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle because it connects directly to this idea of substance. We're talking about a kind of awareness that goes way beyond just spreadsheets and logic. It's an intelligence you gather through your five senses. Just think about this for a second. For so many people, coffee is just fuel to get them through the day. But for you, it's a whole experience. That rich aroma, the warmth of the mug in your hands, that's a moment of grounding. It's a little reminder that you're alive, right here, in this very moment. Or think about the feeling of a really quality material, like silk or cashmere, against your skin. See, this isn't just about being fancy or luxurious. It's about information. Your sense of touch is like a lie detector. It tells you what's real, what's well-made, and what's actually going to last. You see, these aren't just little fleeting pleasures. They are the very fabric of a life that's being fully lived, not just rushed through. This is the data that actually matters. It's the proof of abundance that's right here in the present moment. And this is why it's such a gift. Your body is constantly picking up on signals that other people completely miss. You can walk into a room and just feel the tension before anyone even says a word. Your senses are your intuition. They're a compass, guiding you toward what's authentic and steering you away from what isn't.
So, okay, how does all of this come together? Well, when you have persistence as your engine and your senses as your guide, you don't just sit around and dream. Nope. You roll up your sleeves and you build.
It's wild. So many people are just obsessed with the flashy parts of success, the roof. But you know that real lasting strength comes from the part no one ever sees. It comes from that deep, solid foundation you spent years patiently putting into place. And that's why what you create stands the test of time, while so many other things just crumble.
And we really need to talk about the word security. People mistake it for being boring or playing it safe, but that is not it at all. Real security, a solid home, stable finances, strong relationships, that's a launch pad. That solid ground is what gives you the absolute freedom to take the right kind of risks and build a true legacy.
And all of this leads us to the final, and maybe the most misunderstood superpower of them all, a patience that isn't just passive waiting. No, this is an active, conquering strategy. You see it happening all the time, right? People are constantly looking for the hack, the quick fix, and maybe for a split second, you even doubt yourself. But you understand a fundamental truth of the universe. The fastest way to get where you want to go is to do it right one step at a time. Shortcuts, they almost always lead you right back to where you started. It's really just a game of endurance. While everyone else is burning out in a desperate sprint for quick results, you're just maintaining your pace. You're running the marathon. And eventually, they run out of breath, they get distracted, they quit, and that's the moment you cross the finish line. Strong, steady, and victorious.
So your patience, it's tactical. It is a deliberate choice to wait for the right moment, to let a plan unfold, to simply outlast the competition. In a world that's completely addicted to instant gratification, this is the ultimate strategic advantage.
So there you have it, 4 interconnected superpowers that all work together. You've got the unshakable persistence to never, ever quit, the sensual intelligence to feel what's real, the builder spirit to create things that last, and the patience that conquers to always, always win in the end. It really leaves us with a big question to think about, doesn't it? In a world that is completely obsessed with speed, we've just looked at a totally different way to achieve things, one based on depth and substance and time. So what could you build if you finally gave yourself permission to never rush? And this is just the beginning of our deep dive into this incredibly powerful archetype. I hope you'll join us for part 2, where we're going to explore the next set of traits that make this approach to life so incredibly potent. We'll see you then.